Well, what is up everybody, Uni here, and welcome to a first episode of this new series we're going to be calling 10th Year Tidbits. Today, for this first episode, we're going to be looking at old videos. This is going to be the first episode in a couple, where I'll just be taking a batch of videos from our past and just kind of explaining what they were, maybe pointing out some of the flaws in them, because I know that's definitely something I wanted to do, is just kind of take a step back and look at all the cringe we've done over the years, because that's always a good thing, right? Okay, so for this first episode, we're going to be looking at the very beginning. We're going to be going back in time to the first 2 or 3 years of the channel. So today we're going to start off with an epic battle. That is the first video we ever posted on this channel. So this had no background audio, no nothing, no audio effects, no soundtrack, just a bunch of frames of choppy, very choppy animation, stop motion. Fun fact, the channel was originally meant to be a stop motion channel. This was probably one of the early concepts. I don't quite remember if this was a video that we were planning before we made the channel, but definitely something we wanted to test out once we got the channel going. So yeah, I actually don't remember that much about this, besides the fact that the plot was very shifty. Let's see if we can scroll back. So the reason it's called an epic battle is these two characters. We've got the spider Harry Potter robe guy versus the power miner. Why those two characters? I have no idea. I think it's just because those are the two characters I had on hand. Notice the background, those are the two towers from the Lava Chamber Gate set, the playset from Bionicle. Why those two? Again, it's just what I had on hand at the time. It's really funny. And all of this was shot in a very small, I think the platform I used was actually I want to say it was my old laptop, but I don't know. I don't remember the dimensions of the Lego base plate that I used. But okay, anyway, back to the plot. So these two guys are supposed to show down in one epic battle, but then something gets in their way. And lo and behold, it's a Patrick with crystals being chased by a lava monster. So the point is Patrick's running around and draw weapons, distracted again, just playing to the camera. This was a lot of testing phase for me. Get ready to fight, and they don't even get to fight. What do you know? And they explode, because I like making everything explode. And funny thing, you can tell that I even ripped some of the minifig part assembly apart. Patrick's missing a leg. So yeah, that was an epic battle. Not much to it. Again, first video. Don't quite remember if it was intended to be a video even before the channel, but that was the testing ground for what might have been the original intent of the channel. So enough of that, let's move on. Video number 2, we are going to be going a little further along. It's got another stop motion. This is probably one of my favorites of the old age. This is called Lego The Chase. Now this one had audio, so you might recognize this is the chase theme from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. So I'm a very big Pokemon fan. A lot of my old videos have Pokemon music used for that. You might notice that. So returning characters, Spider-Man, Power Miner, along with Ham and a couple others. Again, these are all figures that I just had out randomly, so there's no real reason to have any of them there. They're all running from something, and what is it? SpongeBob. Why? Because he has a net. And he moves real slow. Again, still a testing phase as far as getting frame rate stuff. I was very inspired by stuff like Force Fire 101, Keshin 8. A lot of their animations really inspired me to make the channel in the first place. So this was kind of my foray. And unfortunately, this was probably one of the last videos I made of stop motions. It's just very taxing. Didn't really have time to get it. So they run into this house and just absolute chaos ensues. It's a funny thing. This was actually one of the first videos that I did a script for, an official script. So you have character 1 doing this, character 2 doing this. And then this whole house inside is actually just a set. I don't remember how long this took, but it must have been like a couple nights. Back in the days when I tried to do stop motions, it was a long process. And obviously, and of course have end credits. And they even do bows. So yeah, that was fun. This grass field, pretty self-explanatory. Just a few bushes, just a few large ugly and huge ugly rock pieces. This house is from a creator box, and believe it or not, it is still intact. It is somewhere around here. I don't know where exactly, but it's in a bag and it's still in one piece. Meanwhile, this set is not. So yeah, it's a kind of a Scooby-Doo scenario. The characters popping in and out. You have them running ways where they're not supposed to. Pretty much all the pathways don't even make sense. You have one character going in one way, out the other. Also secret cameos. There's a Radak. The Drill is the first to get taken out. The people just popping in and out of both archways. Stormtrooper turns around. Somehow his head turns a full 180 and he gets taken out. These three guys doing a conga line. Grievous gets taken out. That was an easy kill. I don't know if why it's one of my favorites. So yeah, kind of a tough decision. You have to calculate the steps because some characters will move faster than others. As you can see in that demonstrated in that scene right there, Ham, the piggy bank, was moving only a couple studs at a time in order to get closer to the camera. Meanwhile, the other characters had to play catch up in order to get to them to the proper place for SpongeBob to ultimately take them out in the end. So yeah, that's definitely an oddball. Okay then, moving right along, let's go to video number 3. Oh boy, I'm dreading this one. Now, what is Mock Wars, you might ask? Well, Mock Wars was that's basically tossing a bunch of recent mocks that I had together in a kind of brawl. So let's watch. Sort of an intro, kind of teasing characters by their main modes of weaponry. Right, Uni, Coca-Cola, Concrete, and then Nick Boost. So yeah, these were all pretty legendary. They're the first characters from any of my mocking. And then Fake Out. I don't know why I did that. Pokemon music, what do you know? So those two are gonna fly off. Boost gets shot off camera for some reason. I don't know, that was a really odd shot. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on here. I don't remember if I had a script for this one as well, but really hard to tell what's going on. Gotta cut his throat. Uni blasts a fire. I didn't have the skills to do visual effects back then. I still don't. Uni somehow able to fly, blasts off a boost. Repeated frames. Ugh, this is so much cringe. Another fake out. Love doing those fake outs and everyone just crashes. Hold on, I'll do another fake out right here, right now. Love it. Ready? Go! So now it's down to just Coca-Cola and Uni. They're doing this bam bam bam. I don't know why I had to put these places that said they were dead. I guess that's my input. Here, all these title cards that are supposed to represent action, yet nothing actually happens. Face off. And another fake out. I don't know why. And somehow they both end up dead. Again, this is probably one of the weirdest videos on the channel from the early days specifically. They both died, and Mock Wars number 1 ends in no victory. Yeah, I don't even remember if I had an official ending for that and I just cheaped out, or that was always intended. I don't remember. Anyways, credits coming right now. I don't know why I like doing credits so much. It's just putting names in. I guess that's kind of fun. Oh yeah, and I should note while we're here right now, if you have seen our older videos from the 2011-2012 era, you may notice that there's different end cards depending on what type of video there is. I believe there's this one that is more mock-related videos. There's one that was part of the stop-motion videos, and then there was one that was part of the animated stuff, so the Shape Wars and the Coca-Cola shorts. Yeah, they were alternations, so each one would kind of signify what kind of video it was at the end of. So, a little bit of fun back there. So yeah, Mock Wars. This is a story for another time, but I will tell you that there were more Mock Wars plans. It was supposed to be kind of a seasonal thing. Stop motion animation with Bionicle figures, CCBS figures, is very tough, as I found out. So I'll give more information on that in another video, but yeah. Okay, let's move on. Speaking of stop motion animations with Bionicle figures, let's get into the final video for this segment. We're going to be looking at, that's right, one of our best videos, Ninjago, featuring Coca-Cola and Boost. Our second anniversary video. Wow. 8 years ago. So I'm probably gonna get copyrighted for this, so I don't know if I'll have extra music over that or not. But The Fold, the song Ninjago by The Fold, one of my favorite songs was theirs. Probably one of my favorite songs of all time, just because I don't know, it was very inspiring. I was a very big fan of Ninjago at the time. Obviously, it inspired me to make this video. This whole music video came around probably a couple months, quite a fair few months before the actual anniversary. I didn't know it was going to be an anniversary video at first. I just started writing a script. I had written down the lyrics, and then I'd written out just different actions that would happen as the lyrics or as the song was passing. Obviously, Ninjago boxes in the around, spinning around, doing some spinjitzu of their own. Again, very tough, especially trying to get them to bounce on one leg. Get your ninja, right? Singing, supposed to have a microphone. Spinners. That's the only spinner I've ever had. So yeah, a lot of the lines in the song are supposed to be directly correlated with the actions that I made the Coca-Cola and Boost figures do. Cameo by Duranus. Doesn't really show up anywhere else in the video except for the fact that he stands in on the other side opposite Boost. Funny, because I just needed someone to fill in that empty space at the time, so. Boost falling down, literally. Headbutt. Yeah, this was really fun to just kind of think of random stuff to throw in for certain lines. Obviously bragging about my dragon collection, except I do not have the Earth Dragon, still don't. These training sequences were probably the hardest to animate because I didn't know how to actually take reference. So I was like, okay, and push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks. What else do you do in a workout? Boost, doing some punches. Kick, very hard to balance him on one foot. There are missing frames in that. I had to cut it out so you would sync up with the animation properly with the song. Yep. Yeah, so all in all, this thing probably took around maybe 2 months to film, and then maybe another month of post-production. It was funny, I was using Windows Movie Maker still when I was editing all this footage together, but I had just started moving over to Adobe Premiere. So I made the segments into like 5 different segments of the song in Windows Movie Maker. Then once I finalized, or once I rendered those 5 videos, then I compiled them all together in Adobe Premiere. So, but an interesting story behind this one. This is my first kind of foray into a larger world. So, yeah, panning around. So, yeah, that was Ninjago. Our music video, probably one of my favorite videos that I've made in our entire YouTube history. Coca-Cola was also very involved in this one. He liked to just kind of give input. Again, we both had to kind of work on balancing figures, because there's a lot of having the characters Coca-Cola and Boost balancing on one leg, specifically for the spinning parts. So I'm pretty sure there's a couple frames where he just moves out, or they just move out of the proper placement because they either fell over or we had to readjust them so they would bounce properly. Is there anything else to this one? Oh yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, always fun. Okay then, guys. That was fun. Looking back at these old videos, I haven't seen some of them in quite a long time. I'm sure some of you guys have probably never even seen them. These were back from early 2011, 2012. This one was at the end of 2012. Our next video should be around 2013, 2014 era. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know down in the comments below of any other videos you want me, any specific videos you want me to look at. That would definitely be fun to just kind of incorporate some of those, because I have a handful of videos that I'm going to be looking at just that I've handpicked from art history, but there's definitely, if there's some that you guys want me to review that I don't already have on the list, then yeah, I'll be sure to take a look at those as well. Yeah. Okay then, that wraps up the first episode of 10th Year Tidbits. Until next time, I will see you guys. Thanks for watching. Uni, out.